Hey guys, Mr. Boss for the win here. Hopefully you're all having an awesome Saturday. In today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about how fans are not very happy with Rockstar regarding the latest event week update in Grand Theft Auto Online, which is going to be the final one before the big summer 2020 DLC arrives. So needless to say, this is like an important 7 to 10 days because this is your last opportunity to prepare, get yourself ready, organize all your cars and your money before the update actually arrives. And there was a lot of things about this update that players were not so thrilled with. So we're going to be hearing people from Twitter and on the GTA forum site as well. So this first post ends up coming from Harvey Butlin, who was so displeased that he broke his caps button. He said, "Why are you giving us the poopiest event ever as the last event before the DLC comes out? It doesn't help those people who want to grind and prepare for this DLC. And this DLC better be a good one and not just a few cars and clothes, and that's the DLC." Harvey is very passionate about this, apparently, and he's letting Rockstar know what he feels. Now, in a way, I agree with Harvey. I wish the event had these amazing money-making opportunities, but also we haven't had a DLC for 6 or 7 months. So I feel like we've had plenty of time in order to get money for whatever is going to be coming next. I more agree with him on the second part, that I hope the DLC isn't just cars and clothes and a couple of adversary modes. That would definitely be the worst. We go from this amazing casino heist DLC to something that barely anyone wants to enjoy. I hope that's not the case at all. We heard from another user on Twitter, Tylarius, who said, "Don't get me wrong, survivals and arena war are fun, but 2 weeks of them, some contact missions, VIP, client jobs, or heist thrown in would have been great. It's not too late for them to add next week, Rockstar." So at least there was some positivity there at the end. And I agree. What was up with the theme of this week? We knew that it was going to be somewhat about arena war, but why all the other weird things like the survival bonuses? That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And that's what Rockstar put the entire theme of the week on. They created this really cool artwork. It just is a little bit strange in my opinion. But what is good about this is a lot of the current bonuses end on August 5th. As we've discussed in previous videos, it's only the podium vehicle that goes until August 10th. So hopefully next Thursday we'll actually get some bonuses, discounts, and sales that are specifically tailored to the next update arriving. That's at least my big hope. But that was an interesting comment. Up next, we've got maratblk, who said, "Arena war every time. Most players are fed up with this unnecessary event. Where's King of the Hill or something else? We want to play quite legally, but we are offered only junk. Why doesn't GTA Rockstar start a poll every week before the event to ask what," I'm going to assume that would have said fans want. So does it always feel like Arena War gets bonuses? To me, it does feel like Arena War gets a lot of bonuses. I don't really know about King of the Hill, but I love his idea at the bottom. Rockstar starting a poll before every week, seeing what players wanted. Now, they kind of did something like this last week where they said hey, if you play Arena War using a certain variant, then you'll choose which vehicles end up getting discounted next week. And that's what we saw with the Apocalypse variant. So the vehicle I'm driving around right now. But the thing is that was only one aspect of the update. It was only one really discount that they ended up giving. Now, the only other problem with that is maybe Rockstar is afraid of doing a poll that's community driven because they might have an agenda that they want to set that leads up to something, or maybe they feel like the poll would be compromised by people just bombing one category or something like that. I don't know. There's a multitude of reasons why I could see Rockstar wouldn't want to dive into that. But yeah, that would be a good idea. Just don't know how well it would work with Rockstar. Now, another interesting comment that I saw a lot is maybe Rockstar did an average or kind of so-so event week because they actually wanted players to focus on Red Dead Online. I saw these two posts, one by the strange man who said, "I'll come back once the new update is out. I'm enjoying Red Dead Online at the moment." And there was a follow-up post, or I should say another one, by Madly Hiho, who said, "Imagine me playing GTA while the Red Dead Online update is out." And that's something I didn't even consider until I saw these comments. Obviously, the Red Dead Online DLC came out earlier this week. Rockstar has been promoting it all over their social media throughout the week as well. So I think it's pretty obvious that they're dedicating this entire week to RDR2. And so maybe they didn't want people to immediately jump ship to Grand Theft Auto Online if they gave some insane discounts, like crazy ways to make money and all these great sales and bonuses and opportunities. So maybe they wanted to make things a little bit more mild so that you would actually go on and enjoy the Red Dead Online update. That's at least my thinking. It sounds a little bit sinister, but still, I could totally see Rockstar not wanting to like take the fan base away right now from Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's a good thought right there. We also heard from another user as well who had this interesting comment, Roman, who said, "Why isn't there a zombie mode? I want a GTA Online survival zombie mode. That would be awesome. I'm bored of COD." And yeah, I think it is something like that that would be a fun twist on like something we have. I know Rockstar did that with the Alien survival series, but it wasn't like super new, I guess you could say. Like it just used existing Alien assets. I want something like super fun, like zombies taking over the entire city of Los Santos. That would be a blast. So maybe Rockstar do something like that for Halloween this year. That's another thing I totally even forgot, is Rockstar doing Halloween updates because it's been so long since they've done something like that. But yeah, that would be really, really fun. Now, something else that fans were a little bit disappointed in was this week's podium vehicle, which does seem strange given the theme of the event week, which is all about arena war and survival. So when fans on the GTA forum site found out that the Sugoi was on the podium instead of the Apocalypse Death Bike, which is one of the vehicles in the files and would fit this week's theme perfectly, they were kind of like, Rockstar? That was like the most obvious choice ever. What are you thinking? So we heard from one user, MG Games 100, who said, "You're joking, right? How did they screw that one up? Oh well, the worst one for last. I ain't complaining." I guess referring to the Apocalypse Death Bike. And another user, Fez Tons 313, that's confusing, who said, "Jesus Christ, why didn't they put the Apocalypse Death Bike on the podium? It fits the theme of the event week." And I totally agree with that. This wouldn't be the first time that Rockstar has done something so weird with like the podium vehicle where it just doesn't fit the theme of what's going on. And I don't know why they've decided to put the Dinka Sugoi on there. Maybe there's an issue with the Apocalypse Death Bike that we just simply don't know about. But even that would be weird because Rockstar only added the Apocalypse Death Bike to the podium list like a couple of weeks ago. It's not like it's, been one that's on the list for ages. It's actually one of the brand newer ones. So you feel like they would have tested it and made sure it's good to go. Maybe they just put it on the list as a placeholder in case there was a potential need to release it. I'm not sure. It just made so much sense to come out this week, and the fact that it didn't is kind of like a really Rockstar. Like, this was the one week you didn't release it. It just doesn't make sense at all. But it definitely does just seem like a really weird choice for Rockstar to put this, like, sports car on there when the theme of the update is literally all about arena war. That just seems a little bit odd, especially to me. Now, at least in my personal opinion, the only other thing that I'm a little bit frustrated is at the end of the newswire, Rockstar didn't really give us all that much to look forward to. It would have been cool if they had said, and stay tuned next week for more details on like the upcoming event or the upcoming DLC. But instead, we just got like the standard, this is what Rockstar puts at the bottom of every newswire. And I think weirdly enough, they've actually been listening to the community because even like the past newswires, like the one in the last 5 or 6 weeks, they've removed that line that says like, stay tuned for updates on like what's coming next online, which would always just refer to the event weeks. But a lot of people would get it confused as like, oh, Rockstar's going to be announcing DLC information soon. So maybe they have just removed that altogether just to clear up any confusion whatsoever. Now, again, going back to what I said earlier, this totally could have been because they wanted to focus on Red Dead Online this week instead of Grand Theft Auto Online. And if that's the case, I can understand it a little bit more. But I just wanted to hear a little bit of something from Rockstar to get us excited. Hopefully, in this upcoming week, we will officially hear from them and be able to get more hyped for the upcoming DLC. Because I know right now there's not a lot of that going on. But like I said, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this current event week and what do you think of players' reactions to it. Do you think their actions are right? Do you think their reactions are wrong? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. If you guys did go to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.